What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today I'm going to take you for a walk around of this Lamborghini Aventador S that I just finished wrapping in satin titanium chrome. When this car came in the shop, it was white. The white color that it came in as is an upgraded factory option from Lamborghini. It's about a $20,000 upgraded paint job. So, you know, that's pretty expensive. Speaking of that, the paint job was not perfect, okay guys? So I'm gonna show you some videos there of some paint runs on the passenger side and on the lower bumper there, just straight from the factory. I have no idea if Lamborghini would fix that. It's really probably not even worth it at that point to take it back unless it's resprayed at the manufacturing plant, which I highly doubt it.
All right guys, this is paint run number 2. So I'll show you the second one in a minute. It's on the front bumper.
They're just gonna have some certified painter do it and it's never gonna be the same again. So speaking of that, you know, this material is very hard to work with. And so perfection, if Lamborghini can't achieve perfection on a car that's roughly $600,000 brand new, you know, we are only able to do so much ourselves as human beings. You know, we're doing our best, and you may be charging top dollar for your wraps, but there is a cap on how perfect it can be, okay? Obviously, we're always doing our best. You warranty your work and so forth. So I didn't want to get into that because this material is extremely hard to use. This is like bending cardboard around a car. It's not fun. It barely stretches. It barely bends. It's terrible to do corners with. So there's a lot of techniques and things like that are involved in actually wrapping with this type of material, especially on a car like this. Now, I've taken off the side mirror on this, guys. We have to remove the window, slide that guy out as nicely as possible. That's it. It's a piece of glass right there. Easy. Okay. Get a better grip on it. And we're going to take this and we're going to transport it to the office. Door panel. So we have to remove the door panel, then the window, and then we can get the mirror off. I actually made a video on how to do that, which will be on my website, ckwraps.com, along with other installation videos, tricks, techniques, beginner 101 section, that sort of thing. Is all on my website, guys, ckwraps.com. I'll put a link in the top corner and in the description below for you. Check it out. We're giving away 1 month free right now for those of you who want to sign up. Anyways, let's get into this actual wrap right here. Now, as I was saying, the corners and things like that can only be done so well. We did have to break this up with a bit of satin black in some areas, in some deeper areas, just to kind of get that coverage, because I couldn't get the chrome in there. There's no way in hell I could do it. The only way to remove those side vents on the top there is to get them through the wheel well. It's a lot of work. I think it's about 2 hours per side. Is it worth taking it off? It can do just as good of a job without removing it. Kind of give or take, right? So I didn't take them off. I left them on. I wrapped around it. So everything on this car, mostly everything was left on, other than like the emblems. I took off the door handle. I took off some small pieces, the vents on the hood. The spoiler came off. The taillights came out. The grills, that sort of thing. And again, how to remove those grills and taillights and stuff like that is all going to be on my website, guys. So check it out. But again, anyways, this film, very hard to use, guys. It's not for a beginner, okay? I would not suggest that you try this out and waste $3,000 worth of material, because it's one thing with gloss chrome to wrap. It's not so bad. It marks and leaves marks easily, but it's more possible to stretch the film, okay? This vinyl right here, like I'm about 200 pounds, 210 pounds, and I have to lean into it like my full body force half the time. This is where it's great to have multiple hands, that sort of thing, to help you out, if you're all on the same page. But this is not something that you want to give, you know, just give a whirl. I would start out with gloss chrome first and then move into something like this. This is even more challenging to wrap with, so just keep that in mind. Let's check out the wrap and see what it looks like around the car. I'll talk about what I did in certain areas, and most of the secrets will be left for my website. Let's go for a spin around the car, guys. As you can see, I have my new Tree Max Pro from Sign-Maker Tools right there. This thing's amazing. I can wheel my vinyl around with me. Cut it off on the top. I might as well show you this, guys. It's got a counter and everything, so we can reset the counter to 0. When we put the roll on top, it spins here, sort of thing. This is our cutter right here, and this lifts up so you can tuck your vinyl in underneath it, holds it really nice and tight. You can feed the vinyl up from the back if you really want to, or you just put the roll right on top on these 2 rollers right here. It's very heavy duty, guys. It's a pretty awesome tool. I just assembled it, so I'm really excited to use it. Anyways, let's get into the wrap. The front end has paint protection film, guys, so there is some paint protection film there. Corners are actually quite good. They're really not bad at all. For how hard these are to do, guys, you honestly have no idea how hard these are to do. you know, tucked in all the way, nice and neat, all behind here. There's a little bubble right here. That's because the actual paint protection film is bubbling. I didn't remove the paint protection film because it's still added protection. You can see the roof, the seams there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I did do a video on how to do that. The front bumper, guys, is like 13 pieces or something, even more than that probably. 13, 14 pieces, I don't know. As you can see, the sensors are wrapped in satin black because this car came in white, right? So the sensors are wrapped in satin black. We retinted the side markers because whoever did it last didn't do a nice job, and they left orange showing on the side markers, or orange and red, which I thought was pretty ridiculous because it just didn't take much more to go around a little bit further. Anyways, we just redid it because obviously it's, you know, I just wrapped the car, I wanted it to look its best. Again, the corners are looking pretty good, that sort of thing. Guys, tell me if you can catch any seams and stuff like that. This material is very hard to do seams with because of how thick it is, and you need a different kind of knifeless tape than your standard knifeless tape to be able to do this. All right, let's get in there. Let's actually just kind of show you how far in I went. So I went in a bit just to cover that gap there, guys, and then obviously under the door right here, all the way down, because this piece tucks in underneath the door. So it's very important to actually get that done. When you open the door, you don't want to see that like white edge there. All down in here, guys, is all wrapped all the way down in there. Okay, we did not remove, or I did not remove the side vent to do that. It's just how you do it. There's a trick to wrapping around this trunk right here. It's very tricky. The black insert that's there isn't, like there's no gap between that and the trunk. So you actually, and you can't put knifeless tape in there. It doesn't, the knifeless tape that you need to use for satin chrome doesn't work very well in areas like this, especially because it's a metal wire. It's actually called precision line, and it's a metal wire, and you can't really bend it and do stuff with it that you normally would with other knifeless tapes. So doing that was very tricky, and cutting very close to that paint, or sorry, to the piano black or the paint itself was one of the two. There's a trick to doing that also. The spoiler, we actually wrapped the spoiler underneath in satin black. So when I was talking about breaking it up a little bit, you can barely tell. I did speak with the customer about doing things like this before we even did it, because it's very important. Again, sensors in the back are wrapped in satin black, just the two, one on each side. And again, retinted all the way through. Let's kind of have a look here. Again, on this side here, and how far in we are as far as the door goes. Beautiful car, sounds amazing. Luckily the spoiler does push up, comes up when you push the button. So that turned out easily, it was easy to wrap it because you could take it off very easily. And then we can get the taillights and stuff, access to that.
It's wild, it looks great.
All right, guys, let me know what you think about the color or the finish on the Lamborghini. I think it looks spectacular. It's like a Batmobile. I love black. It's close to black. It's gray. I like shades. Personally, myself, I'm not a very vibrant color person. My truck's wrapped in gloss green chrome. You can go figure, right? It grabs a lot of attention. But either way, if I had something like this would grab a lot of attention too. Maybe one day. But this car, I want to show you it. It looks pretty phenomenal. Videos on how to install it with this type of material will be on my website, guys. Again, very tough stuff to use, not easy. Again, I don't recommend you going out there and trying to wing it. Start out with gloss chrome first, then move into the satin finish, because again, it's thicker, it's much harder to use. Get a sample, do a comparison. If you want to do something like this, it comes in red, green, purple, orange, gold, I don't know what else, every color pretty much that you could think of. The satin chrome comes in as far as the gloss finishes go as well. So you can get a lot of options, a lot of color options. It does look great. It's more toned down. It's got that really nice reflection to it. I wish I could take the car outside to show you guys, but I can't. It's just snowing like crazy out there. He's not driving it home, don't worry. It's getting flatbedded tomorrow. He did drive it here though. So he drove it here on a day that it did snow. He made it, you know, it's all one piece, so it's all good. It's all wheel drive, right? So just the tires are terrible on this thing. saying. They're not really meant for any kind of snow at all. But he still got it here safely. Tomorrow he's getting flatbedded out of here. He's getting his wheels powder coated gloss black, I think, and that's going to look pretty nice. I think the black wheels will look a lot better with the vehicle, since there isn't anything that really ties in these wheels anymore with the car itself. With the white, it looked great, but I think that when these go black, it's going to look a lot better. Guys, again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, check out my website, ckrafts.com. It'll be there for you on how to do all this stuff. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Take care.